My name is Amber Broussard. I'm a nurse of a medical surgical unit in Beaumont, Texas. The purpose of this video is to provide education on disaster preparedness for people caring for elderly parents. This group can include adults caring for parents that lives inside of their home or outside of their household. Adults that are primary caregivers for parents living outside of their home needs to make plans for a disaster in the event that others, i.e. nursing homes and home health agencies, are not available to help with their parents during a disaster. This information is of significant importance because individuals over the age of 65 makes up approximately 12.4% of the United States population, and that number is expected to increase to 20% in the year 2030. Among this age group, 52% experience some form of disability, resulting in the need of care from a spouse or adult child. The past few years, we have witnessed more natural disasters than previous years. An excellent example of such a disaster is Hurricane Katrina that occurred in New Orleans, Louisiana in August of 2005. Three-fourths of the victims that perished during Hurricane Katrina were greater than 60 years of age. The elderly are considered a vulnerable population because they have the highest rates for multiple chronic conditions, limitations in activities of daily living, ADLs, or instrumental activities of daily living, IADLs, physical and cognitive disabilities, sensory impairments. All of these things make elderly people particularly vulnerable to physiological stress during natural disasters. However, most fatalities, injuries, and damage caused by natural disasters are considered preventable. Preparation is the key. Preparing elderly adults as well as their children for disasters ahead of time can help to mitigate the physical, social, and emotional stress that comes with such situations. The three objectives of this presentation are: 1. Discuss the importance of a basic survival kit and its components. 2. Discuss increased risk of the elderly during a disaster. 3. Discuss the importance of having an adequate amount of prescription medications in addition to over-the-counter medications. The subject that I use for the purpose of preparing this presentation is a 92-year-old male that lives with his daughter, who is 62 years of age. The male subject and his daughter are the only people in the home. The subject suffers from rheumatoid arthritis and takes multiple medications, including Humira injections, every 2 weeks. Okay, so let's get started. The first objective addresses survival kits. You should be prepared to care for your family for at least 3 days and up to 1 week or more, depending on the type of disaster encountered. A basic survival kit includes dry or canned goods, 1 gallon of drinking water per person per day, and a first aid kit, etc. Other things needed beyond your basic kit can be broken up into categories such as cooking, i.e. barbecue pits, plastic utensils, and paper plates, sanitation, i.e. large plastic trash bags, soap and shampoo, comfort, such as sturdy shoes, and tools such as an axe, shovel, and broom. Another great investment would include a generator so that electricity could power such things as a small refrigerator and small AC unit. Keeping in mind with my subject, the Humira injections have to be refrigerated, so some type of cooling device is imperative. I would like to provide my teaching subjects with a complete list of all their needs and have them do an inventory of the things they have at home. Then make a list of things they need that they do not already have. The subjects should then be able to verbally express an understanding of their needs and the importance of a survival kit. Next is the increased risk of the elderly. As previously stated, the elderly is a vulnerable population. They present with many things that make situations extra hard on them. For example, my subject needs medications that require refrigeration, and if it's not received, he could end up unable to move and care for himself. This, coupled with the disaster, will create a multitude of problems. This discussion should be used to have the subject acknowledge other possible problems that could arise during a disaster. Lastly is the subject of prescriptions and other medications. As with their survival kit, there should be enough medications to sustain the family. The first aid kit should cover your basic over-the-counter medication needs. A full 1 month supply of prescription medications should be on hand. The family should start by making a list of all prescription medications, including dose, frequency, route, and storage needs. The list should also include the name of the pharmacy used and contact information. Such medications as Humira has to be ordered from a specialty pharmacy and delivered by mail. At the time of a disaster, there are pharmacy response teams sent to the area affected with caches, kits, and other medical supplies. There are pharmacists there to assist with emergency medication needs. However, not all medication needs can be met at that time. Therefore, it is important to have your medication needs available at home, if possible. Disasters of any kind is a very difficult time. However, being prepared helps to lessen that burden. Following the instructions presented today will help you to be able to be prepared for whatever comes your way. I am also providing a flyer with useful information for the Beaumont area in the event of a disaster. This flyer will include contact information and useful numbers and websites in the event of a disaster. Thank you so much for your time.